Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. This is another episode of Up Foul Review. Today we're going to be reviewing
Stranger Things, episode 1.
Season 1, Episode 1, entitled The Disappearance of Will Byers. Now this episode, it does exactly what it says on the tin, the title. There's a kid called Will Byers who disappears, vanishes from the face of the earth, as it were. So it starts off, I'm pretty sure he's playing D&D.
Yeah, well, it starts from the very beginning where I don't want to exaggerate, it didn't lose me, but I did get a bit nervous. Was you had that guy who went into like a lift or an elevator, what you want to call it, and then he looked up.
Yeah.
At first, I thought, I've seen that so many times.
I think
what is the show going to be? But then we get straight to the kids playing. Was it D&D?
I think so. Yeah, we'll go back to the dead start of the episode. I think that was a smart thing to do because it's like an attention grabber off the bat. You know what I mean? It's like, what's this show going to be? We don't really know. I mean, it's an original Netflix program. I mean, Netflix are generally quite good with their original programming, you know what I mean? They haven't really got a dud one so far. I mean, their other shows are pretty good as well. So I mean, I think it was like an attention grabber. Like, no one really knows what it is. So like, you got this guy pegging it. I mean, what a runner! I mean, he was really giving it the beans. I was impressed. I was like, this guy's running quite fast. You know, good for him. So he dashes in, and you're looking down the alleyway, and you're expecting to see it like come along, and then it's like, no, it's like somehow up above you, whatever it is. I think that was like an attention grabber. Like, it's kind of got the element of the show and just whacked it right at the start. So it's like, whew, then you want to learn more. See, I like the kids. Like, I thought,
Yeah.
see, the good thing is like when you cast kids about that age, it's like they're kind of like going in, like in their other life, they're kind of going into school, they're meeting people, so like they gel quite easily. And like kids at that age anyway gel quite easily. So to whack about 3 or 4 of them in a TV show, like off the bat, never met each other. It's kind of that like first day at school experience anyway. So they gelled real quick.
I mean, it's a good thing. There's some weird looking kids. Like, I'm sick of seeing movies and TV shows when they cast kids who are perfect looking. It's like, I never knew a kid that looked like that, especially with Dungeons and Dragons. Like, no kid that looks perfect plays Dungeons and Dragons. So we get in with them, and I was in straight away.
There were some hot girls who played Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I don't know any, but there are some. I see some accounts. So, yeah, I think they're kind of relatable as well for what the show is and that. But I mean, them kids are brave. Them kids are real brave. It's like, because you expect them to be kind of dorky and kind of reserved and just within their things, but they're kind of like they're like some of the things they're doing in the episodes. I was thinking, if I was that age, even I'd be a little like, don't know about that one. But like, yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's like that Department of Energy place. I'm pretty sure that's like a science, like that's pretty much the same place as that guy was like right at the start. Some kind of booky like experimental things. It's like getting back to like them kids being brave. Like that kid, it's like, did he not see the keep out signs and stuff like that going down the road? Because I mean, it's like, what would you do it for? That's what I mean. Them kids are brave. It's like, I wouldn't be doing that.
It's a kid, but you know, I don't know. I suppose it's like a kid trope, isn't it? You're told not to do something, so you want to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, carrying on from that, I mean, he falls off his bike. Then I'm pretty sure he's getting chased by something. He manages to make it back to his house. Like, it's like, dude, why wouldn't you just pedal your bike? You get there quicker. So he's being followed by something. You don't really see it. Kind of like the kind of Cloverfield edge. You know what I mean? And then he goes into the shed, gets a gun. Is like, yo, wouldn't that gun be like locked up or something? But no, the kid's like running into it, is loading up the gun, and then like I'm pretty sure it's like the same monster that got the first guy. It's like he does it again, and that is looking to the door, and it's like it's behind you, and like the kid, he turns around and he don't shoot. He like it's kind of got the gun like that. It's like, mate, shoot it. You know what I mean? It's like you're all prepared to do it. It's like that would be like a jerk reaction if you turn around and see some like dirty monster or something. You're gonna blast. I mean, it's gonna get you either way. You might as well at least try and blast it, because I'd be crying. I'd be like, oh my god.
Is it a monster or is it another one of the kids? No, you got 11. Like, is it a bunch of kids or is it monsters? I don't know.
I think it is like a monster in that, because do you know when it kind of, what was good as well is like, do you know you had all the scientists going into that place, which I'm pretty sure is like the energy department, which was like in the first bit. So I like where they were shining their torch and you had the glistening, kind of like snow, you know what I mean? There was glistening off the lights. I thought that was real atmospheric. And then you see that weird like thing, like black mass with kind of like tentacles, kind of like the Ouroboros thing off like Resident Evil. That's what I always think, or like off the new Resident Evil, them kind of monsters. So in my head I've painted a picture of whatever this thing is, and I see it as kind of like just like a mass of like tentacles and like dribbling, like oozing black stuff. That's that. What idea of the monster have you got in your head?
I don't know yet. I have no idea.
Right, so you think it's kids?
Maybe, I don't know. I think it's either kids or the kids are being experimented on based on whatever this monster or alien might be.
Yeah. But in my head I've got a vision that it's like some weird like mass, kinda like you see that thing, like whatever it is, like making noise. It's like the weird like noises like that. So
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be some sort of alien.
yeah. As I said, I like the kids' chemistry, but like they're brave, because they're like dipping out every fight. It's like, mate, your friend's just been kidnapped, and you're like, oh, we're gonna go out in like the middle of the night. The kind of side art, like originally, you had like I think there's like a couple side arcs going on, because obviously you got the sheriff, who's I'm pretty sure is like a mess, and apparently his daughter's been killed, but it's like, oh yeah, she lives, whatever. So he's kind of in denial or whatever, or just trying to keep it like I don't want to talk about it. So it's like, yeah, she's with her thing, she's with her mum in like the city, but really she's like dead. I think that's an arc. Like Winona Ryder, the woman, the mother, she kind of annoyed me first off and that. But now I've kind of, over the duration of the episode, it's like, you know what, yeah, her kid's been kidnapped. But for some reason, I really found her annoying. Another thing as well, near the end of the episode, when she got the phone call, and she was screaming like a lunatic, I was like, listen, she's picking up the phone, you're in you're like, oh, it's a bad connection and that, you're thinking, so you'd think, oh yeah, I'm going to listen to everything, you know what I mean? She's like, it's like, yo, shut up and listen to it.
I mean, I don't mind for example. I was thinking like the other son, the older one, grab the damn phone.
Well, he
like,
did.
What he's letting the nutso woman? Yeah, but a bit too late. Only once she got like burnt or whatever it was, or electrocuted.
Yeah,
too late, mate.
Magic powers. Yeah, he grabs the phone and then it's like, yeah, who is this? And then he starts smacking the like receiver down to hang up, and then it's like still talking. It's like, mate, you just slap that. It's like, even if it was some sort of ethereal call and that, it's like, mate, you just hung up. Forget about it.
That just seems to be in his character. Like he didn't go home, or he worked late, and so he wasn't there for the little brother. It's like he just seems to be there to be a right melt so far.
Yeah, I mean, when he was sitting on the couch and he was like shaking like a leaf, I thought he was gonna come out and say, "Oh yeah, I did something" or something like that. The way he was going on, he was just like, "No, I just feel guilty because I weren't there." It was like, "Oh, right then."
Why is he not out looking for the kids? Well, I get one of them's got to be at home, but they don't need to both be there. Grab a torch and look for the kid.
Yeah, as you said, I think he's like a melt. But I like the dad of like, oh, what's that boy called? There's like the other boy with the pudding bowl haircut. Do you know they're sitting at dinner?
With the sister and everything.
Yeah, and like the guys just sitting there eating and that. It's like, I'll let him go, and then the wife's like moaning at him. I like him. I don't know why, but
Who's like him?
yeah,
Why? He hasn't done anything.
yeah, I think it's kind of carefree. You know what I mean? We'll go back to like the different arcs. Obviously, you got the mum, you got the sheriff, and then you got like Nancy and the boyfriend, and that is like I don't really.
Yes. So far, that's the one I'm the least into, but it's got to be going somewhere, surely.
Yeah, because it's like I don't really get the point of it either.
Neither do I. Not yet, anyway.
So maybe he's the monster, maybe she's the monster. But I mean, Lisa's a decent looking girl in it, and she is overage.
Is she?
Yeah, I think she's like 21. The actress is like 21, but she literally
Wow.
looks about. She has a nice jawline. So anyway,
She looks 20. How old is she playing? Like 15 or something?
she's at high school, so yeah, I guess so.
Okay. I
Um,
suppose it's not creepy for you to have a crush on her then.
Nah, I like the actress and that.
Yeah.
I like the actress. Like, forget like the dumpy clothes. I think it's like set in like the 80s or whatever. Because I mean, she's listened to. There was a couple moments in that during the episode that I thought were really like good. Like as I said, like the scientists walking through like the facility and they're flashing their lights and you see the glistening white bits like snow and that. And then like when they were like doing whatever they were doing on the bed in her house, and then like it was playing Africa in the background by Toto, and then it was just like playing. She was kind of like staring. I thought that was like good. I don't know why, but it was just like it's kind of like I think.
Wow.
Trust there was just some bits in it that I thought, oh, that's kind of good. I was into it, and that is like really like well directed or whatever. Just have her like staring, like you could kind of almost read her mind, if you know what I mean, in that moment with the music playing. I mean, the kind of the score or whatever, the music was good as well, like the
It was. And the synthetic score, yeah.
yeah. I think that was
Very.
real good. Kind of wrapped up the atmosphere.
We haven't talked about 11 yet as well. We had 11 with the
Yeah,
goal.
I'm gonna complain about that.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm gonna complain. It's like these government people, they're like dumb. Wouldn't you go in and secure the girl? Because I knew it as soon as like they come in like the middle of the night. I knew it wasn't social services. I know what I mean.
Hmm.
They're the kind of people who like. I don't know whether it's kind of the same here as it is in America, but it's like they ain't coming at like the pitch black darkness, you know what I mean? So you had her rock up, instantly thinking, oh, she ain't who she says she is and that. And then what did she do? She steps in the door and then pops him. It's like, you don't know where the girl is. You don't know, she could like just come out and see you do that and peg it and that. It's like, why wouldn't you go in there, keep the guys up, get her, and then whatever, you know what I mean, as opposed to just walk in there and pop him straight away and that. I thought that was real sloppy, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's probably just like the government agents being like unprofessional or whatever. But that's not how I would have done it. But the problem isn't that this kid's got powers. She stopped the fan. I'll admit, if I had powers, I would have stopped the fan as well because that creaking was getting real annoying. So I mean, she mullered the two agents. It's like, how are they planning? I figure they've got some sort of connection to her or something like that, or they've been the one like messing about. Because I mean, she's got powers. I figure she's escaped from somewhere. I figure they're the people from there. I figure she's from that energy department place, and that she's got
Yeah, I
something.
think so.
So
And
it's
they're
like,
probably experimenting on her, right? And like
yeah,
we say, they are clearly they're pretty useless at their job if they are the ones that have her because she's got away, and something obviously went wrong in the beginning of the episode. So maybe we're just not meant to take them that credible as threats, but if we are so far, I'm not buying it.
yeah, because it's like, how do they expect to actually capture her? Because I mean, she's got powers. You know what I mean? It's like, I figure they ain't gonna shoot her. I mean,
Taser, maybe.
even if they did shoot her, I mean, let's be honest,
Tranquilizer.
yeah,
Who knows?
but they're a bit dopey. So, what other points were there in the episode?
Um, I think the teacher. I mean, I suppose looking at it, I think it's probably quite a positive thing to have a nice teacher. Normally, when you have these movies, like every teacher they have is awful.
Yeah,
You know, and the kids, where it's the reverse in the show, they actually quite like school.
yeah.
And
I mean,
I think,
carry
go
on,
on.
carry on.
Well, I mean, the kids being brave, I think that's part of like an 80s homage thing. It's like, the Goonies or whatever, they're going on an adventure. Instead, their adventure is to find their friend who might have been kidnapped by a super creepy person for all they know. So, I suppose mother wanted to keep them in. It's justified. The dad, I know you like the dad. I just shouldn't. He seems like he doesn't care about anything.
Yeah, that's why I like him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's a couple threads in that, because you got them with the teacher with the radio.
Yeah.
Like, I figure that's got to be something, or they wouldn't have kind of brought it up. Then you've got the people on the phones. Do you know, add that shot of like the different people, you see the back of their heads going along and they had the earphones on. I think they're intercepting phone calls or whatever, and then it kind of flicked to like her on the phone. They're listening in on her on the phone, but they're listening to other people as well. I think that's the thing that is like, oh, we're meant to like remember that for something.
Maybe that's how the agency tracked down 11. It was a guy made a phone call.
Yeah, so you think it's like they're like super secret government agents, and I figure they've got to be in that if they're going around shooting people nonchalantly. So I thought it was a good like first episode. You know what I mean? It kind of set the scene in that from the off that something like Book is going on. There's like a monster knocking about. Now this kid's been kidnapped. So I mean, I'm interested to see what happens next. So, your thoughts, and then we'll move on to numbers.
I thought it was pretty solid. Like I say, so far I'm not buying into this agency as some sort of threat. I'm not sure we're really meant to. I don't really know. Are they the villain? This is the monster thing, the villain? I don't know yet. The thing with the sister, I'm not buying it, but I'm willing to give that time, because I think that has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Especially as they didn't really drag out the relationship stuff. They did it all in one episode, so they've got to be going somewhere with them too.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe they hook up with the younger kids in like a Goonies sort of way, where you had the 3 older kids and the 4 younger kids. So far I'm into it.
Yeah.
So I will give it a 8.5.
Yeah, I'll probably give it that as well. I don't want to go around throwing 9s and that, but I mean, it was kind of, because I think everything that happened in the episode, as you said, like the relationship's got to be like going somewhere. I think everything in the episode, like literally, there weren't like any kind of nowhere moments. I think everything's going somewhere. So you got to kind of, when you watch it, pay attention, because I think everything is literally going somewhere, as opposed to...
There's no throwaway scenes, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably give it like an 8.5, something around there. And thanks for watching. That was our review. We'll see you in the next episode. Like, share, subscribe. And, yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.